So nobody told me this when I was getting sober, and that your sobriety will feel like grief, especially in that first year. It can take up to 2-3 years. Everybody's different, but that first year, you're gonna feel a lot of loss, right? And the reason why you're gonna feel a lot of loss is because your identity is wrapped up to this version of yourself of who you were in this active relationship with alcohol. Not to mention, alcohol was your ride or die for insert how many years you had been drinking, So for some people, they've been drinking for 40 years. And you have to go through this process. You have to grieve your own drinking self. For me, I was very much of the party girl. And, my identity and my value was wrapped up into this party girl persona, right? And everyone wanted to be around me, and that's what I brought to the table, until they didn't, because I turned into a drunken gremlin after midnight, and then nobody wanted anything to do with me, which I don't blame them. But there is a process you go through where it's like that first year, it's like, okay, who am I? I have to rebuild this. I have to grieve that I don't, I no longer have this quote unquote friend. There is a lot of loss that you experience that first year, but there is a lot of things that you gain that outweigh that loss. But don't ever let anybody take away your feelings of if you are having a down day that first year of like, this is hard, and especially too with, this is for women especially, when you have that party girl persona or whatever persona you were that you felt like you brought to the table, that is to a lot of your value goes into that of like, this is who I am. And if you grew up in a home where love was conditional and it was transactional, that you always felt like you had to be doing or giving to receive love, that carries along with you for a very, very long time. So that first year, grieve it. You're gonna look at shirts at Target that like say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, or that is talking to, the mommy wine culture, and you're gonna find yourself fucking pissed off. And it's like, God, I fell for that bullshit. I fucking fell for it. But the best thing I'm gonna do today is not drink alcohol. Just keep that in mind. But it is okay to be angry at those slogans because you bought into the slogans. I bought into it. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Hello. Like, I bought into it. I bought into the lie of alcohol. So just know that. That's why I'm sharing this with you today, that if you are going through this process of grief, it is normal. It is completely normal, and ride through it and do what you need to do to work through it. But a lot of sobriety too has a lot to do with identity work. So just don't quit on yourself, right? And if you need more support in those first days, grab my free 30-day sober boring calendar. And I created this to really help you with decision fatigue, okay? Because that's something I needed. I had to Google hobbies my first 2 weeks of sobriety. Legit Googled hobbies because all I knew was work and drinking. That was part of my identity. And so I made this calendar for you just to give you something to do